everybody. I'm Kate from the Cars Racing Show, and I'm here today in the Goodridge booth, standing here with Doug. And Doug, I would love to know, tell us a little bit more about Goodridge.
Well, Goodridge is a UK-based company. They've been around for over 50 years. It was started by Stuart Goodridge, who was a racer himself, and he was building his own lines and thought that other competitors could use the same. So he started up the company building lines and helping out other competitors, and that's how it kind of all got started.
Well, plumbing in race cars, it seems to me, has been always such a challenge with all of the different fluids and the different properties of all of that. With your products, I'm guessing there's probably a whole line. Tell us a little bit about the lines of products that you carry.
Yeah, we can actually service the grassroots racer with the more economical lines, all the way up to the top end with the PTFE, which is good for all kinds of fluids, fuel, oil, water, anything you can run through the PTFE. Smooth bore, it's probably the best on the market. And then for the more economical stuff, we still have the rubber core, build your own line so you can plumb your own race car. Or if you want us to build them, we build them and pressure test every line that we ever do before it leaves the building. And so yeah, we can service all realms of racing, from drag racing to circle track, dirt racing, and anything that's needed.
Well, that is so important. I've heard about that. Doing the pressure testing is so important to make sure that you have exactly what you need and that the lines aren't going to bust. Have confidence, because that can be the difference between you can never win if you don't finish a race.
Oh, absolutely, and we over pressure test. Like our pressure test limits are well beyond what you would ever use in the racing world. So yeah, our rate of failure is very, very little to none.
Well, and I see some different colors of fittings. Tell us a little bit about the differences between the different fittings that you offer.
So a lot of people are familiar with the blue and the red fittings. They've been around forever. They're kind of called a cutter or swedge lock. It's for a rubber core line. But then we've got into the higher end with the PTFE, and it's all crimped line, high flow, like I say, very heat resistant. Any fluid can really run through it. And we even have a product line that you can build your own PTFE line, which is really kind of unique. So if you're changing your car out and you need to shorten up a line, you can actually reuse the fittings. So it makes it quite economical for that.
Well, and that's so important. I mean, we've got enough costs in racing rather than having to throw away these very expensive fittings. Well, great. So if a racer is looking to do some work with you and work with getting their car plumbed, what do they need to do to get a hold of you?
Well, I mean, we're right there in Mooresville, center of racing in the U.S., and all they have to do is call us at 905-662-9095, and someone will be glad to help them.
Great. And is there a website contact as well?
Yes, you can actually just put in Goodridge USA.com, and you'll come straight to our website.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for taking the time. Thanks for being part of the show. I hope you've enjoyed yourselves. We've certainly enjoyed having you here.
Yeah, no, it's been a great show, and I think if you missed it this year, you definitely need to come out next year and check it out, because there's a lot of good vendors here and a lot going on.
Thanks, Doug.